Okay. So, which version of Java you have used?
I have used 8 plus. 8. 1.8.
Okay. 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 What are the recent features you have used and implemented in your project of Java 8?
So they are like mainly focused on streams.
Okay.
So lambda expressions. Of course, default methods in interfaces.
Okay.
So yeah, and from 1.7 try with resources we have used
Okay.
mainly for main thing we wanted to use in our project is streams only. Like there are a lot of convenience with functional behavior of Java, right? So we have used
Okay. So already we have
yeah.
Already we have interface, right, in previous versions of Java before 8.
Yes.
So why we have gone for functional interface?
So like that I agree there is interface, but can you hold 1 minute? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sorry. So
Yes, go ahead.
the functional interface, like so it's very we can call it with the lambda expression, right? Like of course it is not a functional change, it's not a technical. We can have same business logic with previous versions also, but it provides a convenience to read and maintain further. And yeah, it's like the syntactic sugar added to the previous functions, previous version.
So, okay. So what is the use of address functional interface annotation when you're writing about interface?
Added functional interface I didn't use, but like we can call it like with a simple arrow. We can just call with anonymous without. We can implement the we can provide the implementation for the single function with whatever the parameters needed with anonymous function. We cannot, we no need to specify names and all this stuff. Directly we can implement with just a single,
Yeah. So how many methods we can write in it, in a functional interface?
It's only one we can write.
One, which method we can write? Like abstract, we have static, we have default, we have, right?
Correct. Abstract.
So how many abstract methods we can write in it?
We can write only one abstract method.
Okay. If I want to write the second one, what does it do?
Then it should not be treated as a functional interface.
Can I write a second abstract method in a functional interface?
No, we cannot.
Okay. What if I write?
I think if earlier you mentioned the update functional interface, right? That will compiler will throw an error. It's like invalid start of expression or kind of thing. I don't remember. I used 4 years back Java, I guess. Right now, it's okay. You can ask anything. I'll try to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So most probably, we are informing that is functional interface with update functional interface. Most probably, the compiler should be aware of there should be only single set of function should be there.
Okay. Streams, which methods you used? I mean, like we have so many methods, like why we go for streams
reduced
over collections. Okay.
Okay. So
yes,
to have the readability, I mean most of the features of stream functions are like we can have control over parallelism and normal execution of flow, and we have readability, and we can have high maintenance, and we can get the functional behavior of object-oriented language. And streams are more powerful. Well, they will act upon the CPU with lightweight threads. So there is a lot more what they said. Like there is a lot more. We can. Space reduction. We can have less set of RAM used on particular business logic instead if we compare with normal object-oriented approach.
Okay.
So there are a lot more enhancements provided by Streams API, and Java provided some new features like some JVM level optimization in Java 1.7 to 1.8, and
Okay. So have you used optional?
Yes, it's used for getting some object kind of thing. We can when there is no object present in that logic expression, then it will throw none. That by using optional class we can get rid of null pointer exceptions. So optional will give you a chance to compare whether it is there is an object present or not in the present statement, so that we can evaluate and write logic. Write the get or else logic for the optional fields.
Okay. For example, I have an employee list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to using lambda expression, I want to iterate this list. Okay. In a single line. Okay. How you will write? Already I have an employee list equal to new array list of data of employee. Okay.
Good.
So how you will iterate this employee list, and how you will using lambda expression? What is the code you write?
So first of all, I need to convert it as a stream. List is not a stream kind of object. So we should convert the array list to the stream by using stream function.
Okay. How you convert it?
How you convert means like employee list.
I just asked you how you iterate the list using lambda expression. That's it. I did not ask you to convert it.
Okay. So to get the list also, that is one second.
Okay.
So that is stored in database, or we are having the same set in memory. We have already.
Okay, 1 second. My question is like, I have list of employee object.
Okay.
List equal to new array list of I added employee details. Okay. Cool. Now this list holds all the employee details like names. Okay. So I want to iterate this list in a single line using lambda expression, and I want to print that names present in the list. That's it.
We could use for each in this case.
Yeah, how you will write the code? How you will write?
Yeah, list dot stream of for each stream dot for each println. In for each we have anonymous. I mean, we can have some variable, local variable f kind of thing. We can in the f dot name.
Okay.
Println system.out.println f dot name we can use. So all I mean, irrespective of his age or gender or kind of any kind of thing, all the values will be printed.
Okay. So if I want to sort them on the basis of age, for example, I have age.
Yeah, we can.
I want to sort that list on the basis of age. So what does I do now?
Yeah, we can provide the function, a parameter in sort function. Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
after converting the object to stream, then we can use sort function.
Do we have sort function?
Yeah, on streams we have sort.
Okay.
So sort will accept a parameter barely that should be a comparable.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it should be comparable with primitive objects or kind of primitive types of Java. I don't know. I never used more business logic in 3-4 years, but yeah, there should be a way to get the primitive. I mean, we can use f dot as so in sort function.
Can we use filter function there?
Exactly, we can use.
Okay.
Of course, Scala is also have same set of stream functions.
So you have before, I mean, since 4 years you don't have hands-on on this Java.
Yeah, and in 2016 I have used.
Okay, fine.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, there is nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, but
okay.
yeah.
And have you worked on Spring Framework?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So what is dependency injection?
Dependency injection is a principle that will be that makes the beans available to the calling bean. Like I mean, compiler will make you the availability of required beans into the current component by using dependency injection. We can have we can have bean injected in dynamic time. I mean, in runtime we can inject whatever the bean we required.
Okay.
So IoT containers will do the required stuff for the dependency injection. So if we used @bean, right, that will be treated as a bean, and that can be injected whenever it is required in our application context or any kind of IoT container we can inject.
Okay. How many types we can inject the bean?
With XML based we can inject and annotations and some other ways where I don't remember that name. Yeah, there are 3 types of injection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the annotations you used in Spring Framework?
@autowide, @component scan, @configuration, Spring Boot application, @configuration, @entity, @repository, @CAD repository, @paging and sorting repository. All these I have worked on. But it is, again, as I said, it's 4 years back.
Okay. So currently you're working on? Okay.
Scala and Akka framework.
Which framework?
Scala and Akka. Akka is...
Akka, okay.
Yeah, you might have heard of it.
Is that a, I mean, what we say?
Yes.
It's not open source, right?
Not exactly. It's a EULA kind of thing. User license is there. Agreement is there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open source only as they mentioned in the talks. So what Akka provides you, right? It gives a rich set of grip over the threads. So we can have the thread functionalities in the name of actors. Actors you might have ever heard, right?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not worked on it.
Yeah, that's not
I don't have knowledge on it also, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, cool. That is not the case right here. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, and what else? What is the use of address qualifier annotation?
Qualifier.
Yes.
Actually, yesterday only I revised. Can I have any hint regarding that? Actually, it's qualifier, right? It is in business logic or persistent logic? I mean, persistence type.
Yeah, it is in business logic itself.
Qualifier, most probably, I think we can have it in bean, added bean. We can call I don't know. It's like a bean should be qualified as a, I don't know. I'm not getting it. I used it for 4 years back actually.
Okay, for example, if you have 2 beans, right? Yeah, it's okay. For example, you have an interface. Okay. For example, you have a same bean. Your parent bean. You are from child class. You are calling that class. Okay. Like 2 child classes are calling same bean. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So primary, which for example, which bean need to be initialized at the time of runtime. So we'll get anonymous. It will give anonymous function that we have anonymous bean name defined like that. So at that time, what we'll do, we will write address qualifier annotation on top of the bean which we need it primarily.
Cool.
Then, that is the use of
getting the context. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for reminding. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
So Spring Boot also you worked 4 years before?
Exactly.
Okay. Spring Boot, which version of Spring Boot you used?
I think I forgot all the things about the Spring Boot. I think it's 3.x. I don't know. 2.x or 3.x. Actually, it's like the previous company called Logic. There I have worked as developer of Java. Yeah.
Okay.
So after coming to current organization, right, I have moved to front end and worked as 3-4 years of front end, and after then moved to Scala. It's purely backend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know Spring Profile?
Don't know.
Okay. So purely backend. You worked in Hibernate?
No, I have worked on JPA.
Spring Data JPA. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
So, which repository you used?
Most of the cases I have used paging and sorting repository.
Okay.
So it provides a lot more functions, right? Inbuilt functions. We can get by. We can have get by ID. We can have get by pagination. All this. All the default things are.
Already. Yeah. We in the repository layer we'll write named queries, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And Spring Data JPA. Yeah, already we have inbuilt methods in it like find by all, find by ID. Okay. So already we have all derived queries in it. So why we go for this named queries?
There is no need to write inbuilt queries like named queries, but depends upon context. If you wanted to get the particular department employee with some other salary, like when there is involving more than one columns in the result set, right, we can write our own logic using named queries and all this stuff.
Okay.
So even though it will provide get by ID and name, so sometimes you might ever, right? We can get the data
Yes.
by using more than one columns in paging and sorting.
Yes.
Yeah. So even though it provides more than one column, right? We might get the context, like when some kind of filters to be applied, some kind of aggregations to be applied, and some kind of joins to be applied. So on these cases, we cannot have these default methods. So we should provide our own logic.
Okay, you mean to say when we want to go for logic depending upon the business?
Yeah, depends
we
on
go for name the queries.
Correct.
Okay. So, do you have any Spring Cloud knowledge?
Spring Cloud?
Yes.
No, zero.
Okay. Have you worked on any microservices?
Yeah, right. No, current project is in microservices only.
Okay. So, why we go for microservices? I mean, what is the use of...
Yeah, good question. So, we can have the more, like, we can have the more control over individual when compared to monolithic, right? So we can have more control over the parts of individual parts of same project. Like we can modularize. Actually, when there is a let's say some system is there, some Ola kind of stuff is there, right? If you gone through some Ola system, so their design might be like more than I mean, getting the maps and accepting the payments. So for the maps, they might have maps kind of project specific to that microservice module. And and another module is payment, and another module is user management. And maybe they can have admin users, all this kind of stuff will be there.
Okay.
And we can, by using microservices, we can have maintainability and we can split the function to, we can split the business logic and wherever we want. So modularity will give you more control on testing. And then main focus is
give me 1 minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So for this, to develop this Ola app, right?
Yeah.
You said that they have written microservices in such a way that it's divided them into 4 or 3 or 4 modular individual modules.
Yeah, module. Yeah, components. Correct.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for example, I have booked a ride, Ola ride, okay?
Cool.
So, get map function will work fine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But because of some reasons, payment gets failed.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Okay? That is an individual model, this is an individual model. Then how it will take care of this?
So there is a mechanism that will be monitoring the individual module. If let's say if we have used Spring, right? If in Spring there is actuator, so to monitor all the modules are up and available to the clients, there should there should be a flag which is marked as red to the payment module. So then, yeah, definitely a manual effort should be there for the entire module, whoever is being part of the project. So yeah, there should be some whenever these kind of scenarios occurs, right? And there should be a secondary plan. If plan A works, plan B should be there. Like getting the payment later on. Like postpaid, we can give the at that moment we can have options like postpaid.
Yeah, that I got. But current, for example, if the payment fails at that moment,
okay,
you get some information about that it has failed. Okay, right?
Cool.
It's a part. Okay. So,
yeah. Your voice is breaking.
One second.
Cool.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, please tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. So the user should know how it will, that the system has failed, right?
Correct.
So how the message will be delivered, or how you will implement this scenario? What design pattern you use in microservices in order to implement this?
Yeah, right. So we can have another system called health check. So for that to maintain, we need to have a separate physical server to look over that particular module every time, each and every. I can provide a solution to this. Like I can call it to that server in regular intervals, so that if it is up and running, yeah, it will get the response, and if it is not any response for the next 2-3 calls, right? So then I will come to a conclusion like that server is not up and running. So I will definitely will give the another proxy server which is only reserved for these kind of errors, so that it will be provided. The error will be provided to the end user. He will come to know that there is some fault in the system.
Okay.
Yeah, there involves one proxy server and one health check server. So I can use both the servers to give the seamless experience to end user.
Okay. So,
Yes.
which database you used?
Right now in current project I have been using the Postgres.
Postgres, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, you also worked on MySQL or Postgres or kind of thing?
I worked on MySQL and Oracle S2, not on Postgres. You may not get a chance to work on it.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So, coming to core Java,
Mm-hmm.
okay. What are the X concepts, in core Java?
Polymorphism, inheritance, overriding, overloading, class, object,
Okay.
abstraction.
Class, object. Okay.
Of course, class and objects are not main OOPS concept. Those are only secondary. Primarily, these four: abstraction and encapsulation, polymorphism, and
Okay.
yeah.
So I have a question, right?
Yeah.
What is the difference between abstract class and interface?
Sorry.
What is the difference between abstract class and interface?
Okay, definitely there is some difference. We cannot instantiate the interface, but we can instantiate by using constructors provided into the abstract class. And moreover, interface can have cannot have concrete methods. I mean, with respect to the 1.7 or less JDK. And abstract class can have more than zero or more abstract methods. And yeah, there should be we can provide even concrete methods also into the abstract class. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
we cannot
I
have
think
a constructor in interface.
Okay. So whatever we are doing in interface, right? So I can achieve that by using abstract class also, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Then why we go for interface?
We cannot have more than one interfaces implemented by one single concrete class, right? Let's say if we are implementing a model car should have movable, implemented by movable and purchasable. So we cannot
That's
achieve.
what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Multiple inheritance is not possible. Okay.
Yeah, there is no chance of multiple inheritance.
So, my question is, whatever interface is doing, I can achieve it by using abstract class as well, right?
No, there is much more difference when we observe, right? We can have only one set of extended class, base class derived from the abstract class. So we can implement more than one interfaces into a single class, but we cannot implement more than one abstract class. So why abstract class came into the picture, like when we need to force the user to implement the particular method, but meanwhile we are providing more than one methods as concrete methods into the abstract class. So when let's say Java has some some method, some class is there, like when we we can have JDBC, right? We can have a driver manager. So how to get the driver manager is our own problem to implement the driver manager. But remaining methods to close the driver manager, Java will provide a concrete method. So whenever there is abstraction needed to that particular part of the business logic, then we should provide the abstract class to the developer. Any third party. So Java provides some abstract classes which has only some of the content is concrete, and remaining methods are abstract.
Okay. So what is the you worked on collections, right? Collection classes.
Java collection or Scala collection?
Java.
Okay, yeah.
Java collection.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So what is the internal implementation of a hash map?
Good question. A hash map is worked on a base principle called hashing. So whenever we are trying to store a key value pair, right, it will apply a hash code method to the particular key or whatever we are trying to put the tuple. I mean, put the object into the map. So definitely we should override our own logic with the hash code method so that it will go to the correct bucket. So that it will be fetched without any collision.
Okay. So for example, if I get hash collision. Okay.
Yeah.
So hash code of the key is same for both key value pairs. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So in this scenario, what will we do? My hash code is collide. So hash collision happens here.
Cool.
Then what should I do?
Yeah, then we definitely override equal method also.
Okay.
Yeah, equals. I mean, we should compare the content instead of object references or hash codes. We should compare the actual content in that particular object. If we compare AB and BA, right? I mean, string AB is there and string BA is there. Both will provide only. With our own logic, if they are providing only same hash code, then equals method will do the stuff for us. It will not override the value of that map.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a scenario like integer I equal to new integer of 1.
Okay.
And integer I1 equal to new integer of 1. Okay. Next, int I2 equal to 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now I do I1 dot equals of I2. Is it true or false?
Can you come again? I1 dot?
Integer I1 equal to new integer of 1.
Okay.
Okay. I'm passing 1 as a value in an integer object. Okay, I1.
Okay.
Next I have primitive type int. Int I2 equal to 1.
Correct.
Okay. Now I am doing I1 dot equals method equals. Okay.
Okay.
I1 dot equals of I2. So what does it give, true or false?
First, let me know, there is equals method in integer wrapper class?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then it should be true only.
True only.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I1 double equal to I2?
Definitely that is false.
Okay. Why?
Why means equals operator. I mean double equals operator will compare the memory area, heap area. I mean that address of that object. So definitely there are two objects, which is one is wrapper class object and another is primitive thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I will unbox this wrapper class. Okay.
Cool.
Integer I1 equal to new integer is there. I'll unbox this. I'll make it as, unbox it and I will make it as primitive.
Cool.
Now, int I1 equal to 1. I unboxed it and now it is I1 equal to 1. Okay.
Cool.
Now in this scenario, what is I1 double equal to I2?
That is true.
So if I unbox the wrapper into primitive, will that move to the same reference area where I2 stores?
Definitely, heap area will check for, the compiler will check for the heap area. Whenever there is exact value matched to that particular object, right, there will be another reference added to that object. I mean, I'm saying That is again depends upon JVM involved in. I mean, which JVM version we are using. If you use Scala kind of JVM, right?
Okay.
Or more than 1.8 JDK Sun provided JVM. There is definitely optimization which will point to single reference. I mean, more than references, but pointed to same object. In that case, yeah, it will be true.
Okay. Now, for example, I have a parent class.
Okay.
In that, I have a static print method. Okay.
Cool.
Next, I have a child class extending this parent class. I have also a static print method in it. I'm overriding this method. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'll create a object of parent reference, parent p equal to new child.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll call p dot print. So which method will be called? The parent method or child method?
Definitely, child method will be called. There will be some methodology will be applied like method hiding. So super classes will be super methods will be hidden and base. Sure. Yeah.
Here the reference is parent, not child.
Oh, sorry. Can you come again? I mean, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the object reference is parent.
Okay. So some animal. Can you explain with an example?
Yeah, I have a parent class called animal.
Okay.
I have a bark method in it, static bark method in it, okay?
Cool.
BARK, okay?
Yeah.
Now I have a CISO in it called animal is barking.
Right.
Now I have a child method called dog, child class called dog.
Which is extended by animal.
Yes, dog extends animal, okay?
Okay.
Again I have a static bark method in child class.
Okay.
Okay, now here this is like dog is barking. Okay, I'm overriding.
Yeah.
Here the methods are static. Okay, both methods are static. Okay. Now I'll call bark method. Okay, in the main class. So which bark method will be called? Like parent bark method or child bark method? Is animal is barking will be printed in the output, or child dog is barking will be printed?
So instance is
like animal A equal to new dog.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, what compiler will do, I will let you know. I am not sure, but 90% I'm sure dog will be printed. Dog is barking kind of thing will be printed. Like what would happen is
here the method is static.
Okay. Method is static. That is one more constant. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree dog is printed if it is not a static. So, what is the answer? Try after this interview and message me the output. Okay?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying right now. I will give you. Yeah.
Okay. So, what? For example, I have a parent class, right? Animal. Here I am throwing a exception, like I'm throwing a checked exception.
Okay.
SQL exception.
Okay.
A child class, I'm not throwing any exception.
Okay.
In my parent class, I'm throwing an S. In my child class, I'm not throwing any exception. Okay,
Okay.
will it give any compilation error? Or this scenario is valid?
It's an invalid scenario. We cannot have exceptions to the class, right? We can have to the methods of the
So
class.
I'm not. I'm saying this method. I'm saying method box method. Throws special exception. Okay.
Okay.
In my parent class, in my child class also, I have a bar method. Right there, I'm not throwing anything. No exception there. Okay. Will this scenario valid?
Okay. If it is check exception, definitely compile time error will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm done from my side. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Right now, no, but I'll ping with an answer which we discussed earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. Just hold.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you bring me the answer. Okay. Anything else you want me to ask?
No, right now, no. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah.